ABC, Brisbane.
Wildlife campaigner Bobirwin's been arrested during a protest against the coal seam gas industry on the Darling Downs. Steve Irwin's father was a part of a demonstration on the Tara estate. Coal seam gas company QGC plans to lay a pipeline from wells on the estate to a nearby processing plant, a move opponents believe will be damaging to health and the water supply. Another of the protesters is the leader of the Queensland Party and State MP for Beaudesert, Aidan McClendon. Good afternoon, Mr McClendon.
Hi Kelly, how are you going?
Good. So what happened today?
Well, in essence, it was our third trip up to Tara now to support the locals in the coal seam gas industry, which is pretty much steamrolling a lot of the landowners around here and pushing them into the $66 billion industry facing Queensland. And we just thought it was time. Bob and I caught up in Cairns a couple of weeks ago and realised that it's about time we really got this issue into the mainstream, because in generations to come, these people can look back and wonder, what the hell the government was thinking when these companies are clearly breaching both state and federal legislation.
Do the protesters feel that they're not being heard?
Absolutely. I think, they feel it's just all signed and sealed and delivered, and then they go through the motions. But the reality is 21 out of the 23 deadly chemicals used in the fracking process have not even been tested for their adverse reactions to both the environment and the aquifers. So, to have a national regulation body in place that's supposed to be overseeing that, and then, and yet there's been complete disregard, which means the legislatures asked the politicians are completely turning a blind eye, both the ALP and LNP, when the Queensland Party put a motion up calling for a moratorium on all new CSG projects on 24th of November last year.
Many of the people in that area feel that they've already had adverse health effects, don't they?
Yeah, very much so. And it's a bit like the whole industry that's facing Queensland now, because of the huge revenue that's to be gained from that, which obviously will be, this is under the guise of British Gas, which is QGC is the corporation that's a subsidiary to British Gas. Not only will those billions of dollars be taken overseas as well, but they don't understand the impact it's going to have on the environment, the wildlife, the water aquifers. There's so much at stake here, and yet the government and the opposition are turning a blind eye to one of the biggest environmental disasters that Queensland will be faced with in its history.
Is Bob Urban with you?
He is. He's sitting right next to me now. We're outside the Chinchilla Courts, and he's a free man, so I can put him right across now, Kelly. Okay,
thank you. That's Aidan McClendon, State MP for Beaudesert, head leader of the Queensland Party. Bob Irwin, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi there, Kelly.
So you've been released, have you?
Yes, I have.
What happened?
Well, Kelly, I probably made a bloody nuisance of myself and got arrested for that.
What were you doing when you got arrested?
I was sitting on the bitumen in the middle of the road trying to stop the traffic going into the QGC premises.
So you were sitting there, but the police had asked you to move on?
Yes, they had, and I would add at this point too that the police have acted properly and they've been very courteous, and I have no complaints about the police at all, Kelly, but I have a lot of anger towards not just QGC, but the Queensland government.
Well, what's your beef here, Bob?
My beef is that every man, woman and child has the right to have a safe and healthy environment. And the way things are going now, that is not going to happen. We have the possibility of having a contaminated water supply for many, many years to come. And I might add, they are using these chemicals illegally.
So when you were arrested, did they actually put you in a cell or just take you into the cop shop?
No, I just went into the cop shop and I even managed to get a cup of tea, and I was treated extremely well.
Have you been charged with anything?
Yes, I have. I've been charged, and I can't give you the name because it's fairly long. But it just means I made a real pest of myself.
Is it a fine, or do you have to actually front court?
No, I have to front court in about 4 weeks' time.
Is it worth it?
yes, it is worth it. We can't allow this illegal activity to continue, and because talking nicely and being politically correct, and I've look, Kelly, I've tried all those things, and nobody takes any notice, and it's really sad when ordinary Australians have to break the law to be able to get a message across.
Did you go out there today planning to do this?
Well, half and half, Kelly. I guess. I mean, look, I'm a law-abiding citizen, the same as most other lovely Australians, you know. But I was prepared, if necessary, to actually be arrested.
How do you think this will help the cause?
Well, I think, Kelly, that we've got to get the average fair income Australian involved. We've got to get through to them that these big overseas companies and the government cannot act outside the law, and that's what they're doing at the moment. There appears to me to be one law for the Queensland government and QGC, and then there's a different law to the average Aussie.
Will you be out there again?
Well, I would be asking for trouble if I was out there prior to going to court. But after I've been to court, then, depending what happens, then I will be able to go back out. But I will still put my weight and all my thoughts strongly behind this campaign, even from Camp Chile.
The people in Tara who've been fighting this battle for a while now, how do they feel about what happened today to you?
Oh, look, Kelly, I think they were reasonably content the way things worked out. We've got to get our message out there, and we rely quite heavily on the media, of course, if the other avenues are blocked to us, and so far all those other avenues have been blocked. But I would like to say that it was really, really great to see some politicians that were out there today, like Aidan McClinton and Libby from the Greens, and it was nice to see somebody with the actual guts to get out there and have their say.
Bobirwin, thanks for talking with us this afternoon, and you stay out of trouble.
Thanks, Callie. I will try to take your advice.
I think it's too late. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
There we go. That's Bobirwin. And before that, we had the State MP for Bow Desert, Aidan McClendon, and both of them out today at a protest against the coal seam gas industry on the Darling Downs. And you've actually heard many stories about this on 612 ABC Brisbane. I know it's been an issue that Steve Austin on evenings has been following very closely indeed. Bobirwin not able to give us the detail of the charge that was laid against him, but describing sitting in the middle of the road trying to obstruct traffic. He was asked to move on, didn't, and was arrested, but he says he has no beef with the police, and that he was treated very well. He even got a cup of tea.